Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Esther from Esther-Astro-Healing. This very important week, I would like us to go over some important cosmic events and as well to give you a little bit more, much bigger picture of what's really happening in cosmic energy. Because right now we're in the frame of the holidays, holiday of Passover. And Passover, it's not just any holiday which is we can just pass without notice. Again, I want to remind my channel, it's really for a tribe of Israel. You don't need to be Jewish, but in a soul level, you in potentially can be part of the tribe of Israel, what it's mean, to have a big desire to understand the light of Creator, to understand light of Creator from the Kabbalistic knowledge. You have a desire to understand Torah. The Torah is a life organism. And I'm not talking from the place of religious aspect. I'm talking about from the place of spiritual aspect, which is really important to remind us that we are in a time of no longer we can do things or think without see the cause and effect. We are in completely in a bigger awareness. Remember, we are done with the time of users. We're in a time of creators. So anything we do, anything we say, we need to take full responsibility, and we're going to see right away results. The time we in a dimension we live called Malchut, I would remind us, is the in a very limited reality. We don't know really who we are until we start to discover and open our heart and to discover really the Creator within us. And the time right now changing, we are living in a linear time where the time is squeezing more and more, therefore not much time between cause and effect. This is why we see reality right now, and for some of us it's a little bit more painful because things right now revealed, everything open up more and more. And when you grow in spiritual, when you connect to the bigger picture, you don't connect to the pain of what you see. You connect to much bigger picture, and you understand the way how we used to live we can continue no longer. And the way where we're going, we need to come with the new consciousness in order for us to understand fully and to enjoy, because the Creator created this dimension not for us to suffer. This whole playground was given to us and created for us in order for us to be creators and to enjoy this process. And it's really up to us what we're going to do with that. With that said, I'm just going to over with you some very important cosmic event. And we have very important cosmic opening this Wednesday night, a splitting of the Red Sea, the 7th day of Passover. In the Talmud, in the Gemara, it says then during the 8 days of Passover, our higher self really present with the Creator like never. Because we here on a physical level, we need to know that in order for us to get the benefit from it. We're almost like on a level higher than angels right now. Before we're going to splitting the Red Sea, we're going through such a new process, the process of reborn. It actually says in Talmud that the Rosh Hashanah, New Year, was given to our body to reborn, for our body to born, but the soul, we're actually getting a night of Passover and Laila Seder. So think how important this period of time, this right now cosmic opening, this whole week, it start for the last week from the Laila Seder, and now we continue. Extremely important, so we really need to tune in. Now I'm going to start with we'll make announcement what's happened this week, because it's interesting enough, on top of everything, then we are receiving the new soul, new destiny. Actually, the sun completing the process of the 12 signs, and he's right now in the last degrees of sign of water sign, Pisces. You can see right now on the screen, I'm in April 9th. I'm going to move my screen very soon, but I just want us to understand what's happening here. So sun, he's not in Aries, right? Sun is in Pisces. We're talking direct sky, sidereal system, same thing, calculation happen in Indian astrology, Vedic astrology, but we're talking about the Babylonian and Mesopotamian system. So right now, currently, it's in Pisces, it's completing his process. It's actually in famous Indian mythology, it's called Gandanda. And because when the sign comes from water to Aries in the last degree, it's very intense. It's almost like you feel then you don't know who you are sometimes, things coming out of your mouth and you regret. But again, because we receive so much energy and light from the Lila Seder, and we're right now with such an important frame and energetical time, lineage time. We need to prepare ourselves for this Thursday night, when we're going to do special meditation, splitting of the Red Sea, extremely important. So we really need to understand what's happening right now cosmically. Cosmically, everything right now, it's almost like the cosmic energy, almost like a pregnant woman before giving birth. So the sun completing his 12 sign process, he's going to enter to Aries already next week. This week, it's extremely important. He's actually going to get conjunction with Jupiter. I'm going to explain. So tomorrow, Jupiter in Pisces, and is going to start his more movement to the Aries as well. So imagine, think about, we have a Sun, we have a Jupiter. They're all completing the process in Pisces, and they both going to move to Aries while we going through the very, very special process. So it's not easy. It's something we really need to have awareness and enough straight in order for us to get the maximum of this cosmic window, cosmic opening. Okay. Then on April 11, we have a Jupiter conjunct Sun. And let me move to April 11. Now, just want to notice something. Moon today, but the whole day until by end of the Sunday, until tomorrow morning, Monday, is in Scorpio. It's a 9 degree. 9 degree, it's very special moon. It's the healing degree in Scorpio. It's almost like touching the heart of Scorpio. So if you have in your chart, definitely check. It's very, very powerful. I'm moving right now to April 10th. The Scorpion moon still here, and it's still very, very powerful, even though it's going to the stink of Scorpio. But it's when moon get in between Scorpio and Sagittarius, it's very healing degree, right? It's a wooden healer as well here in this. It's a Milky Way. It's the actually position of the Milky Way. So very, very powerful. Moon going to go through such a important process from Scorpio to Sagittarius this whole week. It's extremely important. Don't forget, Sagittarius represent 9th house, one of the most important house, why we came to really understand our spirituality. So Moon definitely going to help us. We need to tune to Moon because she's coming, she's recovering from the full moon, and she's start slowly gain, a new light, which is amazing, awesome. I really see a lot of not just positive, it's a magical sky we have this whole week. Okay, then next we have same thing in April 11. We're going to have Venus trine with Pluto, and at the same time she's going to actually square Saturn. Okay, so where our beautiful Venus, let's go to the Venus. She's going to trine the Pluto, and she's actually as well square by Saturn. So it's really important. Make sure and plus don't forget we have Moon in Scorpio. No jealousy, no insecurity. Opposite, it can bring a lot of excitement and bigger desire for relationship to give more love. So connect to this energy, okay? Because this week it's like every time we have polarity, but this week it's too magical to miss it and not to use this opportunity, okay? Because look at this beautiful sun with Jupiter, the Tzedek with Hama getting together, the Jupiter, even though Jupiter been blind by sun right now, it's excellent when they conjunct, but don't forget it's combusted at the same time. So Jupiter cannot give us exactly the same energy when he's completely open. So, but sun, we need to learn how to get the energy from sun. While it is in 27 degree in Pisces, it's not most easy degree. It's a degree of betrayal and lack of energy because of the court of the Pisces. But we need to understand, we as a Kabbalist, we as a spiritual being, for us is just as an opportunity to get the maximum, the best of it, okay? And again, the sun going to be in the from Pisces to Aries from April 11 to 17. And then what really important, on April 14, we're going to have so much going on with Ketu and Rahu in same times. Ketu trine Saturn at 10 degree, and then we have Venus square Saturn, and then everything on April 14. Then we have a Ketu quincus Venus as well, and then on April 14, same thing, Saturn aspect to Rahu in 10 degree. Okay, I'm going to move right now I'm going to start to move my arrow so you can see what's happened. So now we have a sky on April 11. So we can see moons finally move to Sagittarius. You definitely open your own chart and see what degrees you have as well. Don't forget about our magic Mars. He's in finally, he's in the he's in very very important degree, 14 degree in Gemini, and the 14 degree in Gemini, it's a very spiritual degree, by the way, and he's attaching very positive Gemini as well, so we'll have more desire to express ourselves, to say things and everything. But what's really important for us to remember, we are really this whole week we entering to really new destiny. So this is the week for us to be really cautious how we speak, what we say, how we recognize our emotions. Very very important. And when moon getting again from water sign to fire, she can suddenly feel withdrawal, and she suddenly feel as well emotional. So there's a lot going on in the cosmic energy. Okay, so now we have, I'm moving right now to 12th. We move still moon in Sagittarius, and look what's happening here. We have a sun and we have a Jupiter still in conjunction, and as well we get in Rahu here in Wolf big time. Okay, so we need to take this all to consideration, because we need to understand something really really major. When Sun comes together with Jupiter, if you, for example, have any conflict or misunderstanding with your father, this is the week you need to make an effort. Even if your father not alive, do a meditation, light the candle, talk to your father's soul, ask him, tell him no matter what you appreciate in life was you were given, find any good thing, whatever your father gave you, beside gave you life, and definitely connect to your father. If your father in life and you feel then you need to straight your connection, this is the excellent week even more to do so. It's extremely important to connect to our parents. They're the one who represent our Or Makif and Or Pnimi, our inside light, and as our mother energy, and outside light, our father energy. Very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. We're going to April 13. Now, April 13, we have a Thursday. Now, I want us to see something really, really important on April 13. You can see over here, Venus, she's in 8 degree. And what's really, really important, she's communicating right now with Saturn. And remember, Saturn, he loves Venus. He knows it's a contradiction, right? Because Venus, it's a Noga, it's a Klipa, it's a lack of restriction. Even though she represents beauty, love, she represents all good things we can imagine, but she doesn't know how to restrict. So Kabbalistically, Venus is not most positive planet, and she's surrounded by fog. She has no clarity and a lot of uncertainty. Therefore, Saturn right now is going to help her big time. But what's really, really important, it's the 22nd on Nissan, and we need to remember then it's a very, very important day of splitting of the Red Sea. Now, what's happened? I don't know if you celebrate the holidays or not celebrate the holidays. Beside the point, your soul will be connecting to this day. And the day it's so important. It's called the 7th day of Passover. And let me check something. Yes, I'm just checking right now. Yes, so let me come back to the 12th. So from the 12th to 13th, we have a very special completion. We're completing the Passover holidays, but most important, the cosmic energy. I'm going to share with you a very important part from the Zohar. I want us to connect to and read to connect to this energy. What I do recommend for you guys on Wednesday and Thursday to come back to this video, do the screenshot, and read these words I'm going to share with you from the Holy Zohar, and as well I'm going to share with you the 72 names of God was given to us in order for us to split the Red Sea when we were leaving Egypt. But again, for many of us, it sounds like another, nice story metaphor, but it's much, much bigger. We're talking about our souls was given opportunity to be in this dimension as a creator. Let me show you the screen. I'm gonna, let me see. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna start first with the Zohar. And it's extremely important, Zohar, which is give us opportunity to connect to this energetical force of the seventh day of Pesach. Let's see what is Zohar. If you're not familiar with Zohar, you can see under my video link more explanation. I made a video about explanation about the Zohar. It's extremely important in our lifetime to understand the Zohar, to study Zohar, because the Zohar, it's one of the highest knowledge was given to us by Creator, is written in Aramaic, and it has a tremendous energy and a tremendous protection. Just by having Zohar at home, we already gain a lot of protection. I can speak for couple of days just to explain what is Zohar, but I do encourage you to watch this video. I have there's a link under my video about the Zohar in order for you to have even more appreciation. So we're going to begin. I recommend for you guys, if you don't drive, to close your eyes, to connect to the energy and the words of the Zohar in order for you to get this tremendous energy from it. And the explanation in English, it's a mystical. It doesn't need to be understood directly. So just allow your soul knows this information. Your soul will recognize with your mind. If you're missing knowledge, it's a good opportunity to study Kabbalah, to understand in depth law of creation. Let's begin. ותאמר בתוך חמו, אנוכי שבת. מהי כמרה, אלא בשעתה דדינה, תליה בעלמה. לה יתברש בר נש בלכודוי, ולה יתרשים לעילה. ולה ישתמדון ביה בלכודוי, דהה בזמנה דדינה, תליה בעלמה אינון. דהשתמדון ורשמין בלכודי הוא, דרך אגב, דזכאין אינון התפסן בקדמיתה, ועל דה לה לבאי ליה לאיש להתפרשה מבין עמה. לעלם דבהבכל זמנה רחמי דקודשה בריחו, על עמה חלכו כחת ובגיני כך. אמרה בתוך עמי אנוכי איש שבת, ולה בעיניים להתפרשה מניהו כמה דאבדן עד יומה דין. And she answered, I dwell among my people. He asked, what she mean? And he responds, at the time when judgment prevails over the world, a person should not separate himself from the general community and be apart. Then he will not be singled out about and will not be noticed on his own. For the time when judgment prevails over the world, those who were destinedly known and recorded apart are cut first, even though they may be righteous. Therefore, a person should never separate and to be apart from the people, for the mercies of the Holy One, blessed be He, are always present over the whole people together. Therefore, she said, I dwell among my people, and I do not want to be separate from them, as I have done until this day. This is very, very important. It's only two small pasukim I did, but you will see how important this one is well. Shirata de maronita likudsha barichu. Taninan kalcha barnash de amar shirata da bechal yoma. U mechavan ba. Zachei le maamra be le zimna de ate. Deha it בל עלמא דאבת, ואיד בא עלמא דעתי ואיד בא קשרי מהימנותה ואיד בא יומי דמלכה משיכה ותלי עלה קל אינון תושבחנן אחרנין דקיימרי אלאי ותתאי. It is the song of the Queen, which is Malchut. To the Holy One, blessed be He, we learn that every person who says the song daily and has the proper intention merits to say it at the time to come. It contains the world that passed, and it contains the world to come, and it contains the bonds of faith, and it contains the days of King Messiah, and all other praises of those above and those below steer from it. We're talking about when we split the Red Sea, and Asher Moshe. When Moses was singing the song we're going to sing over the night from Tuesday to Wednesday night when we're going to split the Red Sea. So definitely, if you're part of the community, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you need a little bit more information, you always can send us email, and we actually can send you by email these screenshots as well. Now, what I want to show you here, most of you familiar with 72 names of God. This is one of the most powerful tools was given by creation to humanity, and it was given for the moment before the splitting of the Red Sea. Each of the 72 names contain tremendous energy, which is represent different force of energy, which is can help. For example, Vav Hey Vav, it's opening door for any new beginning we have. We have Mem He Shin, connect for healing. I made once video on 72 names. I'm actually working on a new video for healing and 72 names, so just stay tuned, guys. You can make a screenshot of the 72 names. There's no day I don't, connect to this energy, and I scan with my eyes. It's really, we never leave home without actually scan the 72 names of God. And what you do from the right to left. So you start from here. You can see 1 and A, and you go this direction, and then you go in from here, and this is how you complete. I strongly recommend for you start to do this every day. Your eyes, your soul recognize Aramaic letters because the whole creation, everything, all part of our body create the whole nanotechnology, all the atoms, they familiar with Aramaic Hebrew alphabet. Really, really important. Okay. So guys, I want to wish all of us this week to be super strong, to stay very focused. It's extremely important to be focused as a spiritual being. We have to be more focused now than ever. We need to understand our thoughts. We need to understand how to be in control of our emotions. And we have to be scared from the doubt. Every time we have a doubt in creation, we don't have bitachon with Hashem. We don't have the security to understand how the law of creation works. This is when we're losing our battle. We need to know that. Therefore, all these tools was given to us in order for us to straighten our energy, to help us to connect to our soul, to our higher self even more. Okay, wish all of us to have a great connection this week, because this week will determine the whole year to come. Extremely important. If you have any questions, if you want to understand yourself better, it is my merit. I always have so much joy to meet with each of you, and I learn so much from each session, from each reading, and many of you become good friends, good students, and we as a community, spiritual community, need to support each other, pray for each other, and continue our work. Wish you happy holidays, Moedim B'Simcha, Chag Sameach, Kol Tov.